Hey there, welcome back to the table. A viewer had commented that I am forgetting a rule, which he's probably quite accurate. The rule is, I have it pulled up here for you. When you're doing naval transport, each naval unit can only transport 3 land units. So I don't know where I violated that because the bots don't follow that rule. Just to make it clear, the bots um, can transport 9 units because the bots only ever have one ship in each zone. That's just the way they were designed. So it's really easy for me to forget how players work because you're so busy controlling the bots you forget about your own situation. But here, with me having 3 ships here, plus a navy, every ship here can transport 3 units. So I could easily transport an entire army into France. However, if I wanted to maybe go, you know, if I had this here and I wanted to land in Bordeaux, I could only transport 3 units because I only have one there. So that's just something to keep in mind. So the feedback was, I think, good. I don't know where exactly I may have screwed that up, but to be super clear, um, the bot can transport 9 units over, and it's 9 plus 3 even. It's potentially 12. Here, and I can show you. It's actually up here in the front. So you talk about army movement, and there's this military capacity. So if the area has no land connection to a bot's capital, it's the tax value of the area plus 3. But it's minimum 9 if there's a naval bridge that goes back to the connection. So it's 9 minimum if you can trace back to your capital, and we're talking bots here, or it's the tax value of the area that they're going to, and it's not just the tax value. The MC is the tax value of that area and all surrounding areas. All that added together plus 3. So you could potentially transport more than 9 if you're transporting to an area that you have a lot of tax value. So, of course, this is what I use all the time. And the issue here is I always forget, when it comes to the player's turn, what does the player do? Okay, I've been gone for a few days, so just to refresh myself, I know it's the Ottomans' turn. I know, okay, one person's passed already. We are we have already taken an event ourselves. We're trying to, okay. This is going to look really hard for us because I think we're super low in stability. Okay. I do have Quest for the New World. If I remember correctly, I should have. Yep, I got 2 claims. Now you might be wondering, why do I have to remind myself? It's only been a day or a day and a half. I'm literally playing 3 of this game. Uh, One with my son, and then another one with my son and his buddies. Um, so we got the physical copy out, we got the tabletop, and I have it so jumbled in my head sometimes I don't remember what's what. So we are on the Ottomans' turn, and if I look at their situation, looks like they are at war. So that's right, they declared war on Hungary. So let's see what they're going to do. Oh, they are going to do a military, which is interesting. Always an interesting thing. And so they're going to look at their military, compare it to, or actually, they're not going to draw. They're going to siege. So I take it back. That's coming, but right now they're going to siege. So that's 2 cubes, and 2 of these come out. And then next turn, that military card is going to benefit them because they're either going to go down here or over here. So the Ottomans are making a comeback. I do remember they got decimated. Okay, France. France is at war with Brittany and okay. So they have 4 cubes left, so they will draw. They're going to do a naval. And that causes them to discard one of these. So the naval will make them put out a ship. They have one in all 3, so they're going to keep going. So now they want to go somewhere where they're going to be between 2 nodes. So they could go to Dogger Bank to be between these 2 nodes. They could also go to Central Atlantic, which is a better letter. Western would be a lower letter. Central Mediterranean would work, except, yeah, because that's between 2 nodes. But Central Atlantic, CA versus CM, so they're going to go here. Fair enough, and there's no pirates for them to attack, so they're going to draw a trade card, and let's see what happens. Alright, it is grain, so Vienna is the first one, and Vienna can be done by Austria, and I think they're the only one, so Austria will get 2 cubes. Alright, so I got cubes. Next up is Krakow or the Baltic Sea. So in the case of Krakow, that is here. So Poland could use that one. So they get 2 cubes. Even though they've already passed. And then I've been playing where if there's an alternative, we use that as well. Because I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do in this case, but the Baltic Sea has no ships. Although it does connect to this, so that means both Venice and the Ottomans can use Baltic Sea. Because they're both in the Aegean. So that's 2 cubes for each of them. And no cubes left. I'm going to just grab one from this giant stack of doom. Okay. Keep going. Kazan and Astrakhan. This is Kazan. Moscow does not have a town there yet, and so they're done. None of it helped us. Boo and hiss. Okay, now we go to Castile, who I don't think is at war with anybody. They are going to do a naval, so maybe we're going to get some luck with this one. Well, we got to do their ship first. Alright, so they got their ports covered. 1, 2, 3. This Macaronesia, I don't think there's a spot for ships down here. So where are they going to go next? Well, Central Mediterranean. Of course. C before E. So they will go there, and I think we already drew the card. So now we got the Indian Ocean. Nobody's there. North America. I am there. So it's only going to be me this time. So we have Antilles. And it could be a claim. Doesn't matter. So we have Antilles. So that counts as 1. Let's go over here. And then this is 2, 3, and 4. So we have 4 points on this one, which puts us at 10 ducats. And that was excellent. Alright, so I'm going to hit plus 10. Was I really sitting on 0? Oh no, I got 17. Okay. Woo. Alright. That was helpful. Thank you, Castile. Oh, because I took money off of it, they gained 2 points. They are running away with the points right now. If you want to make points, be the Papal controller. I mean, that's for sure a way to get a lot of points. And it's hard when you're up against a bot. They take the papacy much easier than you ever could. Okay, so now it's back to us. We got the Ireland situation. I think we completed... Yeah, we completed all 3 of those. Oh, I forgot. We are... Oh, that's what happened. I added $10 to France. That's why this is sitting here. All right, let's get rid of that. I need to switch to the proper team. I'm red. Okay, I ended up getting $10, not them. There we go. I'm at 27. Perfect. Lots and lots of money, but I'm out of cubes. That's my situation. I was thinking probably I'm going to just get rid of unrest, because otherwise it's a big problem that they keep rebelling on me. The other option, though, is to take out Ireland, which I need 3 cubes to do. I need a 4th cube to declare war, and I need a 5th cube to move. Now, I will get 1 cube back for winning a battle, but that's about it. So really, I need 4 cubes, which is exactly what I have. So I have to make that decision now, if that's what I want to do. Stability is super low, so I'm going to get more and more unrest. My army is not super bulked out. So I would need to possibly do a recruit. So that's an issue as well. I love my cards. This one especially, even though I love the advisor. I mean, increasing stability sounds awesome right now. And I don't have any ability to play any of these. You can see here by this marker, I used that merchant, and I already used that one. So both merchants have already been used. I only have 1 colonist, so I can't turn these into a town. I could explore and get another claim out here, which is never a bad idea. So what do? I have to... So the only hesitation I have about attacking Ireland is I'm going to be going up against 3 provinces. I could do less than 3. I could just do 1 of the provinces, for example. The problem with doing 1 of the provinces is then I have to declare war again later. I'm nervous that a 5 army against 3 is not going to be enough. But I think I'm going to... See, these 3 ships being here are going to end up fighting the moment I declare war. They're going to fight against 2 NPRs. And I will very likely lose 2 of these if that happens. So I really do need to get my navy over here to help support this. Sure, I will spend 1. And then if I declare war, I have to... Yeah, I can't do it. I can't pull this off. I have to be willing to lose these guys if I want to take Ireland right now. Two, 3, 4. I'm adjacent to 4 trade nodes, so I'm close to completing this. This would happen. I would gain a core in both, which would be awesome, and remove 2 unrest. That's why I want to do it, because that lets me remove unrest. Okay, so if I spend 1 cube, what I can do is move my army in, so I don't have to... Like, I'm basically naval transporting to here in a time of peace. Then I'm going to spend a cube to declare war, and then I only have 2 left. That's not enough. I can't do it. It's not going to work. Oh, no, it will work. Okay, that's my turn. I just moved. That's all I did. Okay, we're going to move to Austria, who's really low on cubes. They are at war, I thought, with somebody. I think with Venice, yes. And they're losing territory, yep. So Venice is winning this war, but it does mean, though, that they're going to defend. And the reason they're going to defend is this is originally their territory. So they are going to come in and punch back. You can see they already have their army fully hired. They could try to get one more, but they don't have enough cubes to recruit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is more than 2. So they're actually double, so they're going to go in fearlessly. Alright, they have an extra cube because of this, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they do 3 hits on Venice, which is more than enough, and Venice does 1 hit back. So now Venice lost their army, but the damage is done. Venice actually has all those provinces sieged, and Austria can only siege back one of them. So this will be interesting, how that turns out. Poland. So you can see they got less cubes. Are they at war with anybody? I don't think they are. Oh no, they are. Although the war is satisfied. I think they were supposed to have a claim in here. I could be wrong on... Oh no, it was an event that caused this war, wasn't it? No. I'm pretty sure they rolled on their chart. So I'm going to put a claim in that area for them. Otherwise, how else would they have declared war? Okay, yeah, we're going to keep drawing because they have more than 4 cards, or cubes. They will try to convert or focus. They don't control everything anywhere, so they can't convert. So they're going to spend 1 cube to focus. And they already have a politics here. So, assuming that they haven't already taken politics, and they haven't, they're going to score 1 point for this, and they're going to gain 2 cubes. So I gave them the 1 cube, and then here's the other. I got to get that army out of here. Okay, Muscovy has to siege. So siege is done. Denmark. Got 1,000,000 cubes. They sieged that down. They're less than 4. They're going to try to pass. Oh, you know what? Poland already passed. So I'm going to take that cube away, and this cube goes back on politics. This goes away. This card comes back, goes back into their deck, and they lose their 1 point that they had. Poland already passed, so nothing going on there. Now let's get back to regularly scheduled programming. Oh, they're going to try to do an event. They haven't done one yet. Alright, they rolled 2, which means they're taking this one. Alright, and that means they do get a cube. And they're going to do... All players must choose. They can accept their rightful claims and lose 3 points, or ignore their demands and add unrest to 2 of your towns. And then Denmark gains 1 point for every player who chooses the same as you. So this is so unfair because the bots always choose A. And so there's there's 9 bots in this game. So Denmark is one of them, so they're going to score 8 points for this. But they do lose 3. So they're going to gain a net of 5. And then we have to decide what we're going to do. So if I add 2 unrest, that's a potential issue for me. I'm going to do it because I don't want them to score more points. So I'm just going to add the unrest right back to there. I may want to do the unrest down here, but yeah, we'll add it back to there. Everybody's losing 3, and Denmark's going to gain 5. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And poor Ottomans. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we have roll rebel dice, which is going to be a huge problem for me. I didn't think about that, but that's all right. So we're going to start with, we'll start with Moscow. They got 1 here. Blank. Poland has 4, 5, 6, so they're going to roll 5. One rebellion, lost cube, and 2 of them come back. Alright, so 2 of them come back. It's going to be 2 over here. It would be those 2. Then a rebellion would just be one of these. Alright, that's done. The Ottomans have 1, 2, 3, 4. Lose a cube. And flip 1 back. The Mamluks have 1, 2. They lose a cube. Venice 1, 2, 3, 4, and actually 5, because that's still controlled by Venice at the moment. They lose a cube. Castile is good. France is going to roll 2. They lose a cube. And then last but not least, it's us. Or I'm sorry, we got Austria too. They have 1 right now. They lose a cube. Alright, so we're saving the best for last here, and that's us. Excuse me. The Austria losing that cube is huge because they're not going to be able to siege back their province. So for us, we got ourselves a pickle. Because if they revolt anything, we're going to be in trouble. So I'm going to start here. We're going to do 3. Alright, we lose 2 ducats, we lose a manpower, and we get to flip 1 back. I don't have a manpower to lose, so I'm going to lose 4 ducats. Okay, done. And I get to flip 1 back, which that's good news. Now we got these 3. I have plenty of ducats. Alright, so we do get 1 rebellion, which hurts. I also have to lose 2 more ducats. This rebellion is going to cause us to lose points, because there's nothing I can do. I'm going to go ahead and put it there. I'm committed to this Ireland thing. I can't turn around and fix that now. Alright, so whose turn was it? That was Denmark. They did this stupid event. So next we go to the Mamelukes, who only have 2 cubes, and they're going to try to pass. Unless they get some goofy... Oh, they have another 2 unrest here. So I need to roll 2 more for them. One of them flips back. They will do that one. Sorry for all the yawns. Okay, they're going to try to pass. And it looks like they're going to succeed. Then we go to Venice, who is going to defend. Spend 2 cubes to recruit. And here we are. And their army's going to come out. And we got ourselves another big battle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Venice goes first. 3 hits to 3 hits. So 3 losses for Austria and 3 for Venice. Venice keeps going. 1 hit to 2. Austria is winning the battle, but it looks like Venice might end up winning the war. Venice is down to 1. They get their 1 hit in. And Austria wiped them out again. So if Austria somehow gets cubes from like a trade action or something like that, that's going to save their bacon. Okay, so now we go to the Ottomans, who are at war. And yeah, now we're going to draw that military card. And I just realized I never brought that card back, so we don't have to discard a card. So we're going to do a military action. And remember, they go after the most value. So this has a value of 3. So they're going to move in to here. And they will fight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 strength armies. And I'm looking at this situation. They would have recruited. So they would have spent 2 for that 1 army. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strength armies. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. So the Ottomans have been greatly reduced, but they do win the battle because bots cheat. Okay, that's their turn. France. I don't think there's anything France can do anymore. They're less than 4 cubes, so they're going to try to pass. And that means they're going to draw an event. So they're going to take this one. These come over. France gains a cube. Alright. Oh, excuse me. Alright, we're going to do the bottoms first. Triangle. No triangle for me. Okay. This is Vassals Break. We'll do that later. And this, I don't have any towns. We'll do these 2 later. All players with a royal marriage with Burgundy may place claims in 2 areas with Burgundian provinces or vassals. And I don't think anybody has a marriage with Burgundy. France may place a claim in Seine and Burgundy, or pay 3 to gain towns on all Burgundian provinces there. The pay 3 would be awesome. However, they always take the first option. So they're going to place a claim in Seine and Burgundy, if they don't already have one there. So there's the 1 claim. They already have one there. So that only gave them one claim. Then, unless you're France, if you have a royal marriage with Burgundy, you may pay 3 diplo to gain towns and all remaining provinces and vassals. Add unrest to all these vassals. So nobody has the marriage, so nothing's happening there. This is a native uprising for every player, and the only player right now who has towns are these two, and they're already uprising. And then this is the disloyal vassal, which I always have to look it up. Every PR has areas with a vassal with less cubes than an opponent, or with less influence cubes than half of their vassal there, towns. Pick one area with the highest amount of vassals, gain unrest in that area and all the vassal spots, and place rebel soldiers, or rebellion soldiers, equal to the tax value of the provinces with unrest. The active player gains unrest as normal, but does not place rebellion soldiers. Okay, so this was France. Who has vassals is the question. None of the bots have vassals, because remember, they just annex everybody. And then I don't have any vassals either, so nobody gets affected by that. Excellent. France did end up getting a claim out of the deal, so they don't get a free cube, even though that was the wimpiest event they could ever take. And of course, they were 3 cubes away from gaining all these towns, which would have been nice for them. Okay, that's over, and now we go to Castile's turn. Clearly, less cubes over here than here. Not at war with anybody, so they're going to try to pass. They also get an event. Very interesting. 4 means an opponent. So we're going to take that one and gain a cube. At this point, everybody doing an event is going to gain a cube. Alright, so the rise of the Safavid Persia. So now we're going to add the blue DNPR on Tabriz, all provinces in Iraq, and 4 adjacent to Iraq. Okay, so 1, 2, so these are all the provinces in Iraq. Tabriz. Somehow I got another capital. So, all provinces in Iraq. I don't know why that's a different color. Tabriz. And then 4 provinces adjacent to Iraq. So, these are all taken. So, this is 2 of the 4 provinces. And then I guess we're going to have to go down this path here. But it also says Isfahan, Farah, and Herat. So this goes to Basra and Isfahan. So Isfahan, Herat, and then Basra will be one of the adjacent to Iraq ones. And then I think Fars was the last one. So Persia now has a lot of territory. I think they got shortchanged one because the Mamluks already had control of other places. Oh, excuse me. I did not think I was all that tired, but I guess I am. Alright, so we gotta continue the turn. They're gonna choose B, the Sakulu Rebellion. Add unrest to 3 towns that are adjacent to Persia. This is for the Ottomans, of course. But, here's what's interesting. There's already unrest here, so the 3 towns are gonna be these 3. So that really hurts the Mamluks more than anything. So very cool. And that's it. So now it's to our turn. We will declare war, but I'm not going to spend the cube because we're going to win some battles here. And I'm going to get a cube for winning a land battle, I'm pretty sure. I need to check. Do I also get a cube for winning a naval battle? I don't know. I think I only ever get 1 total cube for winning a battle. But that is a great question. Multiple battles triggered on the same turn. We're talking multiple land battles. If multiple battles, land or naval, are earned, only 1 may be earned. Okay, there it is. So they do resolve that question. So I'm declaring war on all of the Irish provinces. I could have chosen to only declare war on this one. And in doing so, I would spend my cube, get my cube back, and then I could even siege it down. Then I'd have 2 cubes left. The thing is I'm going to lose these, is what my concern is, but that's what's going to happen. These 2 are going to now fight my navy. And so they're going to roll 2 of these, I'm sorry, 3. And they can do a possibility of 2 hits on me, and this is what I got to pray that they don't. And sure enough, they do 2 hits. So now I'm going to do 3 against them. And you can see I did 2 hits back. So I win, but I pay a price. Because I'm pretty sure I just bought those not too long ago. So yeah, I lost 2 of my navy. This navy is, of course, the one that I really needed to bring into the battle, but it's in the wrong location. And now I'm going to do a battle against these guys, and I am going to bring in my leader. So I get to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I screwed up. We're not counting this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then they're going to roll 1, 2, 3. But since there's 3 of them, they get to draw a general card. And that's an advisor. It's not a general. So they don't get a general. So here's my attack. And I got 2 of the 3. They hit 1 back. So I lose 1. And I'm going to finish them off. And then they roll. They hit 1 more. This is the part that hurts. So if I lose this, I can only siege 2. But I could always wait until the next round and siege the last one. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep the cavalry just to save some money. But I'm only going to be able to siege 2 at a time here. So Austria has no cubes left. So they're going to try to pass, and they do. And they're going to gain a cube in the process. Poland's already passed. Muscovy is at 3 or less, so they're going to try to pass. And where is there? Oh, they pass, they get a cube. I might have shortchanged myself. These guys are going to try to pass. Uh-oh, I think I screwed myself. If I only end up getting 1 more turn. Ooh, that's going to be bad. I maybe should kill this. Technically, I can figure this out. They're going to pass. They're going to try to pass. They're going to pass. Castile will even try to pass. Yeah, so the unit I had to lose was my cavalry. I need 3. I got to be able to siege all these guys in one turn, because the round's going to end. I'm only going to get one more turn. Alright, so now we go to the Mamelukes, and the Mamelukes are down to 2 cubes, so they're going to pass. Oh, they already did. I apologize. The Ottomans are down to 3. They actually don't pass. They're gonna actually siege. I forgot about this, so I might be okay. Let's figure this out. I will retcon if I'm okay. How about that? Rather than trying to math all this out right now. Alright, so there they go. Next we have France, who's going to try to pass. Pretty sure they will. The answer is yes. So they will pass. So if one more person passes, like Spain, then yes, we will have only one turn left. And Spain has a lot of cubes, but they don't have enough to sustain this. And they're not at war, so they're not going to... what's this for? I don't know. They're not at war with Aragon. I don't remember. It's been too long. So yeah, Spain's going to trigger the end. So we calculated it properly. There's 3 of us left. We all get forced to do one final action. So in my case, I'm going to siege 3. Which, this is huge for us, because that's going to be 3 more attacks. Although we have a massive amount of unrest going on throughout the empire. But hopefully we can use this next round. We're going to lose points for this too. But that gets us up. Now, because we have a rebellious province, I put that on to remind myself that I'm only collecting 16. I don't get to collect income from this. Okay, that is done. That is our final turn. Next, who's left? So we got myself, the Ottomans, who will pass, and then Venice, who we skipped last time. Venice should have done an event and they would be passing, because they have no cubes at all. So Venice rolls. That takes the rightmost one, so they're taking this one. And that does give Venice a cube, which they could have theoretically used, but I don't think they need to. They would do a defend action, and that would let them have 3 troops, but those 3 troops don't do anything. Okay, so let's do Venice. Pluses die. Let's go do that first. And I knew pluses were going to die, so I could theoretically have, before I did my final action, I mean, I see all those cards. I know who's dying, I know who's not. I'm just trying to speed up the game here. So I know pluses are dying. So could I have played... Because remember, I have more than 5 cards in my hand, and I have to discard one anyways. So could I have replaced him, and would it have not been a plus? This subjugate card is actually suddenly not very useful to me, so I'm going to put that in. It did cost me 4 ducats, which is fine, but it's not a plus. And so I would have replaced my guy before he died. And then now I'm down to 5 cards, so I get to keep all my cards. So that was win, 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 win all across the board. I could have just as easily played these ones for less cubes, but I want a lot of cubes. I do. Alright, so now that we got that taken care of, let's do this. This is attrition for war and pirates. We'll deal with that. You gain 1. This is Venice. I'll just grab him a cube from here. All players who have negative stability or 3 or more exhausted units must Decrease their stability by 1, and then gain 1 unrest for every 2 exhausted units. Then place a rebellion soldier for each added 1. All players must immediately roll rebel dice for affected areas. Our stability is now -3. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units exhausted. So I have to add 1 unrest for how many? For every 2, rounded up. So I'm going to be doing 3. One, two, three. There's 2, and there's the 3rd. Oh my goodness. But it's not just me. Austria has... Well, technically they don't ever have exhausted units, do they? How would that work for a bot? Maybe it just doesn't affect the bots. It's just me that gets hammered. And then attrition is lose 1 soldier for every 4 that's at war. So it's always rounded up. So they lose 1. Mamluks 1, 2, 3. Were they at war? No. 1, 2, 1, and 1 for us. Now, I have to roll rebel dice for these affected areas. So these 2 areas. So what I'm going to do then instead is instead of flipping this one, I'm going to flip that one. So that way I just roll for 1 area. That's what I'm going to do. Exhaust the manpower and lose a cube. And then I got to lose 2 more ducats. Could have been worse. A lot worse. And they're going to siege all this. I'm going to be... Oh... I'm going to lose a lot of points. Not happy about that. That was a horrible event. So now we're at the end of the round. Oh, nope. We did attrition. We got to do pirates. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gotta roll again. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, and then this happens. More attrition. I guess they lose their army completely. One, 2. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. I forgot to do them last time. So we lost another one. Look at that. That's horrible, 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 horrible. Okay. So now we're finally done. So remove truces, NPR invasions. I don't think there's any NPR invasions happening here. That would require them to be at war with somebody that they never touched. I don't think that's the case anywhere. Then the part that's going to hurt us. Rebels siege or move. So for us, they're going to siege 3. So 1, 2, and 3. And by me letting them siege the capital, I'm putting 1 cube on that one, 1 cube on that one. So basically that's what it did to me for my income phase. So I'm only going to make 14 ducats. This is brutal. Very brutal. But I am going to get Ireland, I guess. Peace resolution. Alright, so I am going to lift the claim. And that lets me flip 2 of these over. And of course, we gained Ireland. This, by the way, requires me to have 2 large towns. And I don't have 2 large towns. Okay. So I'm not even going to get credit for that yet. Alright, that was my peace treaty. It looks like they already did theirs. Russia, or Moscow, they're going to do theirs. I think I forgot to put a claim here. I'm going to assume that was the case. So I flip it over. And so they're going to score 1 point for taking the spot, and then 2 more because they lifted their claim. They control the whole area. Right? So we got Poland, same deal. They're not going to lift their claim because there's still 1 spot here. But they do gain 4 points. Venice. They are going to be at a truce with Austria. And Venice, I think, was also at war with this. I think that's where that war token was, way over here. So they're going to gain 3 points for this, and then 4 there. They basically just liberated this. So 4 points for Venice. And then for this area, they still don't have the whole thing conquered, so the claim stays. And this army gets kicked out. So we're just going to take it back off map. So Austria lost control of this sea zone. They don't have any ports anymore. So well done, Venice. The Ottomans have 2 here and 3 here. And I think this war was started because of an event. So that's why they don't have any claims. So they're not going to gain any points for claims. However, they did score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. That's a lot of points, which they need. And a lot of unrest. The Mamluks only took 1 province, but that is enough to declare it a victory. And they do have the whole area, so that province is going to switch. And because of that silly little province, they're going to gain 1 point for this and 2 points for that, so 3 points total. And where are they? Oh, they're this one. 1, 2, 3 points for them. Castile, France. France was at war. So that means France loses one, one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1. They would have taken attrition losses. Alright, France now controls this whole area. So they will lift their claim. They will score 1, 2, and then 3, 4. And I need to check something. They actually try to do cores. All the bots do. So this is what we were doing. Remove bots. Own all provinces. If able, and less than 2 cores in play, spend 1 cube to place a core here. So this is the part that hurts. France is going to spend a cube, and they now have that cord. We're never getting those towns back. That is now officially theirs. Forever. So we lost our cores. Who else was at war? These guys. Technically, they can try to core it. They should have done that here as well. They do have a cube. I'll spend 2 cubes and we'll get 2 cores out. Because I think I screwed that up. So there's a core here for them. And technically there's a core here as well. I'll put the pink cube to show they have a core. We'll do that. Alright, so they cored. And technically this could be cored and that could be cored. Oh my gosh. Did they place any cores anywhere else? This claim here is still there because they haven't taken Constantinople. They have no cores anywhere. So let's see. Do they have cubes? They have no cubes, so that's why they can't core anything. And that's my concern about this. They may not have had a cube. So let's, I mean, if you guys truly remember, let me know, but I'm going to assume that there was no core here for a reason, and I wasn't dumb enough to forget this part of the game. For Russia, they got a situation where they can finally core something. So we'll put that there, and one of these on, so they cored Kazan. And I already got the 20 towns there. I don't know why this is here. Was that extra? Jerks. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, this needs to be deleted. Okay. There's no opportunity for coring. No opportunity for coring. And in fact, they already have 2 cores out, so they don't get to do any more. Alright, so we don't obviously get that luxury. We got a lot of work to do. Alright, prestige penalties. There's a marriage on fire, so minus 3 points for Austria. I have 1 town under siege here, so Poland loses 1. I lose 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Oh my gosh. Gain or remove unrest, religious dissent. I don't have that, but I do gain 1 more unrest. I should probably choose this one down here. I gain it because of my stability. Spain still hasn't converted. Oh, Spain was at war. They wouldn't have passed. They got the Crusade. Everybody was at war because of the Crusade. My apologies there. Alright, we're all going to get 2 points because I think we were all at war. But it also means everybody's losing troops, who I thought wasn't going to lose troops. So, Mr. Denmark, you're losing troops too. Okay. So, 2 points for Venice, 2 points for Austria, 2 points for France, 2 points for Poland. I already gave myself the 2 points. Mamluks and Moscow get nothing. 2 points for Denmark, 2 points there. Then who's the papal controller? It is now France, so they're going to score 3 points. I just did all this when we're technically up here. Spain does get religious dissent, but they get to remove one. France should be... Nope. They all have this. So France gets this. Venice. Already has dissent. They get it there. Technically, they could just choose down here instead. Austria gets one. Poland. Denmark. Moscow. The Ottomans for sure get one. Oh, one of these. And the Mamluks. And then we're going to roll for unrest. So for the Mamluks, they have 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to roll 5. Two rebellions and a lost cube. So where's the rebellions going to go? Lowest tax, which would be over here. So one there and one there. The Ottomans are going to for sure roll 5. One recovered, one rebellion. The rebellion is going to be in their worst, lowest tax. That'll be here. The recover will be in their most, which is actually going to be one of these. Poland, 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 4. Oh, this counts as 5. Two rebellions and one recover. Recover will be here. I'm going to just clone it. Rebellion 1, Rebellion 2. Moscow has 1. Rebellion. Denmark has 1. It recovers. France has 1, 2, 3. They lose a cube. Spain has nothing. And then we get to me. I have 1,000,000. Let's do the one in Ireland first. It recovers. Let's do the 3 here. Three rebellions. 2. And since this one's already rebellion, I am assuming that a unit pops up. And then we got 3 here. A rebellion, so another unit pops up. But one of them does recover, so I will do the capital. I mean, it's still taken by them, but there's no more unrest. And then 2. I lose a cube, which I can't afford, so I'm going to lose 2 ducats. That was not good. Look at all this. But it means I'm basically going to have to spend the whole next round to recover. And yeah, there's not much I can do about it. Oh, I got one more down here. There we go. Finally a blank. Austria has 1, 2. They lose a cube, and I keep forgetting about Venice, who has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They lose a cube, they recover, and they get an unrest, rebellion. Alright, so let's check this out. The recover is going to be in their highest tax area, which is, actually that's 3, 4, 5. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. So this begins with a V, and it begins with a C. So that's the recovery. The rebellion is going to be one of these. And it's going to be alphabetical order, which means that gets liberated. Oh, they just lost a town. Brutal. Austria, you got yourselves very lucky. Okay, so Austria got their town back. Alright, Crusades are over. We're going to do our income. We refresh stuff. Most of this is pretty straightforward. I am going to gain 2 colonists. And because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I lose even more income. Good thing I have a surplus of 13 ducats, because I'm only going to make 12. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This plus the other one here is 11, 12, 13 ducats. So I'm going to actually lose 1 ducat. Nope, I lose 2 more. I'm going to lose 3 ducats for the income phase. But if I get all these towns back, I'm actually going to be fine. But this is a huge problem for me. And I get 2 plus 1. I'm going to get 3 cubes here. Not nearly enough. The only good news is I only need 2 cubes now to raise my stability. I'm going to get 1 plus 3. I'm going to get 4 cubes here. Then I'm going to get 3 plus 2 for 5 here. And because I'm so low on my stability, I have to lose a cube. I think I'm going to lose a Diplo. For 3 cubes, I can increase the stability. The cost is modified by your current stability, which is awesome. So this 3 gets reduced by 2. It's only going to cost me 1 cube to play this card. And I'm going to gain a stability and I remove unrest from one of my towns. So it's fantastic. Although this is a +3 advisor, which would be nice. So I got to make a key decision coming up. Okay, so that's done. This comes back, as does this, because I can use my guy again. And then the rest of this is just, basic maintenance here. Whoops, that doesn't go anywhere. So if I pick this and do this, Here, 4, 8. All these cubes are going away. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because they get 7 plus 1 more. I do have to roll for whether or not they move up or down. They stay where they are. So they're going to get the 1 extra diplomacy cube. And their manpower is now 7 plus 3. So there's 5, 9, 10. So they're perfect. This goes back. So shuffle, 2 cards come back. The other 2 are gone, and then shuffle. So here they have exactly 7 cubes. Coming back over. 2 cards stay, 1 goes. Shuffle. That's 7, 8. This is 6. So they get 2 more units. Coming back to me. This is 3, 6, 7. I get to do half rounded up. So 4 of these restore for me. Muscovy. There's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Right? They're only getting 7. So that means 1, 2, 3, and 4 cubes go away. They have 8 manpower. So they're good. Two stay, 2 go. 10 manpower, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they get 1 more. 3, 6. They're going to lose a lot of cubes here. Here's 6 of them. And then 1 more. 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 gone. Three cards. Right, so 3, 6, 7 stay. 5 go. 11. Growing manpower. Venice is at 8. They get 2 more manpower. Three, 6, 9, 8, 7. So there's our 7 cubes. Come on already. Alright. There's 6 plus 1 is 7. 8 manpower. Six plus 1. Oh, you jerk. 11 manpower. It stays out. One, two, three, four. Seven. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I know that takes a while, but that's the way it works. We're ready to start the next round. I'm hurting. I do have an advisor, so I'm not worried about this or that. I'm going to draw 3 of these cards. 1, 2, and 3. And that would cost me 6 to keep. And I like every one of these. So I am going to spend 6 ducats. I know that puts me low, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to play all these cards this particular round, but I'm going to give it a go. And I have a feeling I'm going to be replacing advisors and all that stuff as well. So I will start the next round. I'm only an hour in, but yeah, I will start the next round in the next video. So thanks for watching. Stay awesome.